Where are the single men at in Atlanta that are not absolutely unhinged?
Atlanta nightlife right now is not the same.
Stop it.
Especially clubs.
Oh,
one of
no.
the biggest clubs, one of my favorites in Atlanta, it just closed down.
No one is angrier at a woman with standards and boundaries than a man who can't meet them.
Naturally. And from what I've heard, some of those women's standards are based in definitely an alternate reality.
I wish you guys took all the energy you spend begging women to lower their standards for you and did anything else with it.
Anything else? Really? Well, a person should always be careful what they wish for because one just might get it. And a lot of those men that one seems to be complaining about in regards to not being able to meet those very realistic standards that many women have set forth might just decide that it's best just to avoid women altogether. And then what would a lot of individuals have to make videos about?
I am not attracted to a man that is going to send me a Venmo request for half of a dinner bill.
Noted.
And on the contrary, nothing turns me on more than when the man I'm dating takes me out on a date he planned, picks up the tab as soon as the waiter drops it on the table, and then tips 20% on top of the total. That shit got me like, let's get out of here immediately. Let's get out of here before I bang your brains out in this restaurant.
Oh, how very charming. Who said class doesn't exist anymore?
Y'all, why do I feel like we are not making the men beg as much as we need to? I am the win here. Like, you need to be...
Welcome to Manosphere Daily, the only channel where we say what every man's thinking but nobody's allowed to say out loud. This isn't about hate, it's about truth. Hit that like button, subscribe, and join the movement.
3 ways to humble any girl that cheated on you. Now y'all know it's pretty normal for every nigga to go through a heartbreak at some point in their life before they turn into that cold-hearted motherfucker. But nah, facts though, that shit is going to happen. Now, if y'all want to know how to win the breakup, then listen up. And save this video just in case you need it for later. Now, number 1, when she cheats on you and you catch her and all that, do not, I'm begging you, do not react, gang. That shit is just going to make everything worse. The moment you start reacting and posting all this sad-ass shit on your story, posting these sad-ass Ride Wave songs, you going to look desperate as hell. This is going to boost her ego. Don't go blowing up her phone, texting her, stalking her. None of that shit, fam. All that needy, desperate shit kills your attraction. That's not gonna make her take you back. You gonna look like a simp. And don't forget that she cheated on you. So whatever you do, don't react. Now, number 2 is to boss up. Go get in your bag, my nigga. Get you that new job, get you that new side hustle, get you that new car, that new house, that new drip, all that, twin. The moment you start to boss up, my nigga, she gonna come running back. She ain't even gonna be worried about these other niggas. She gonna be like, damn, he got him some money now, a new car. I need that, I want that. I miss him, I should've never did this, I should've never did that. Nah, la mama, it's too late. Now, number 3 is to use the shadow method. And I ain't gonna lie, twin, this shit is unpatchable. Now, if you don't know what this is, it's all good, bro. I'm not gonna call you no dumbass. Just type the shadow method in the comments and somebody's gonna let you know what it is. For more videos like this, hit that follow button.
Try dating an older woman.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Is because she'll help you become accountable.
Translation, she'll demand you do every single thing in life exactly the way she wants it done and when she wants it done. And if you don't do it in the correct way or in a timely manner, she's going to nag you to death until you do it her way. Or as she put it, hold you accountable.
She'll show you how to be the most loyal, amazing partner ever.
Or put another way, she believes you're a little man-child and need to be trained like a puppy dog. She might even give you the occasional, who's a good boy? Or because she expects absolute obedience and perfection, hence the accountability part, she'll swat you on the nose with a rolled-up newspaper and keep on swatting you until you get it right.
And she will lead by example.
Translation, she'll pick apart everything you do, tell you exactly what you did wrong, and show you repeatedly how it needs to be done her way and only her way, because her way and only her way is the correct way to do it. The way you did it is not acceptable.
So pay close attention, not to the words that she speaks, but at the actions that she takes, because the actions are what separate the fantasy from the reality.
Men are finally flipping the script, and women are losing their minds. For years, it was all about female empowerment, independence. And I don't need a man. But now, men have decided to take those same rules and play the game better. They're walking away, refusing to chase, refusing to simp, and focusing entirely on their own peace and progress. And suddenly, the same women who said men are replaceable are realizing something brutal. They're the ones being replaced.
Fantasy? Oh, honey, what you're describing is a nightmare. Who in the hell would want to be in that kind of relationship? And this is the problem that today's modern women have. They think their way of doing things is the only way of doing things. They think that they get to dictate how relationships are supposed to be. They think they get to control every aspect of the relationship, right down to the chores that need to be done around the house. You're going to do those chores in the way she wants them, when she wants them, without any complaint, and no matter what you do or how hard you try, it's still never going to be good enough. It's always going to be nothing more than the bare minimum. And this is the mindset that the older women like her are teaching to the younger ones. They're not looking for relationships or partners. They're looking for manservants. For all their arguments that they don't want to be his mommy, that's exactly their goal. To be the boss bitch, both at work and at home. While they claim all the time they want men to lead, the reality is they view men as little boys or little puppy dogs, something to be trained and nurtured in a way that they deem is appropriate. They don't see men as human beings. They don't see them as having any value. They're nothing more than clay that needs to be molded in their perfect image of what a man should be.
The modern man isn't bitter. He's strategic. He's watched the dating market turn into chaos. Endless options, no loyalty, no accountability. So he decided to do something radical. He stopped playing. He stopped chasing validation. He stopped trying to prove his worth. He stopped competing for attention in a system that never valued his effort to begin with. And when men stopped giving energy, women noticed instantly. The compliments disappeared. The dates stopped coming. The attention dried up. And suddenly, the strong, independent narrative doesn't feel so empowering anymore.
And they believe that so deeply that they make videos like this woman did, couching it as a positive thing for men. Child, please. I know y'all think we're nothing more than simpletons who can't even manage to feed ourselves, let alone do anything else. But the reality is, we're far more than that. And we see right through this. And this is why men are done and walking away. They're not going to put up with this kind of viewpoint or treatment in any way, shape, or form. At least that is the kind of men that you actually want to be with, but are never going to get, because they won't tolerate this level of toxicity. Which leaves you to go and take advantage of the men who don't see this for what it is. Something you all do on a regular basis. And to those men, I say, take heed, gentlemen, because this woman, by her words, and no doubt her actions, is telling you exactly what she is. She's never going to see you as a human being. She's never going to see you as anything more than something to be taken advantage of. But that can only happen if you let her. She may make all the promises in the world to keep you being that good little puppy, but in the end, she's never going to deliver. Learn that, gentlemen, and see it for what it is. And instead of walking away from women like this, run.
Now you've got videos of women on TikTok saying, "Where did all the good men go? Why doesn't anyone approach anymore? Why are men emotionally unavailable?" It's not rocket science. Men got tired of the games. Tired of being told they're toxic just for having standards. Tired of being labeled misogynist for expecting respect. So they step back. And that silence, that peace, it's driving women crazy. Because for the first time, men hold the power.
What is the best revenge that a man can do if a woman cheated on him?
If you were to ask me when I was 18, 19, I'd say it's go straight for her best friend. Easy, quick, done.
Savage.
Now I would just say it's let your success speak for itself. You know, you don't have to do that whole revenge or get back at. Just keep getting better and better and better, and then she's gonna regret what she did, and that'll kill her on the long term. Like that's gonna be a bigger stab.
I agree. I'm gonna say that girl's probably gonna come back.
Someone tell me where we find the real men. I have been out on so many dates this past year with men who have told me that I'm intimidating.
Stop the cap. la vie en fête et en délire, suffoquant sous le soleil et sous la toile, et j'entends dans la musique les cris, les rires, qui éclatent et rebondissent autour.
When men stop chasing, the entire dynamic changes. Attention becomes rare. Validation becomes earned. Women who built their self-worth on male attention are now realizing that the attention economy is crashing, and men have left the market. Meanwhile, the guys they ignored, they're in the gym. They're building businesses. They're traveling, leveling up, living on their terms. They flipped the script, and for once, they're not apologizing for it.
So I saw this video the other day and I thought it was so funny because I related to it so much. There was a woman and she was out with her friends and she was like, someone better hit on me tonight. I'm sick of this. And I was like, man, I feel you so much. Because I never get hit on in person. Like, I get a lot of messages online and stuff, and I'm single, so I'm on dating apps, but just like at the grocery store, men don't just come over and say hi, like, how are you doing? They don't do that anymore. And so when I do meet men, and I ask them, I tell them, like, I don't usually get hit on in person. Would you, if you saw me at the store or wherever, would you come talk to me? And sometimes they say yes, but a lot of times they say no. And it's usually for one or two reasons. The first reason is because they assume I'm not single, which, like, sir, I'm walking around here with a ring-free hand. Like, why are you over there assuming things? But the second reason is because they said that women find it too aggressive and they don't like it. And I'm like, who are these women? Like, all the women I know, the single women, they appreciate it when a man is respectful and they come over and say, hi, you look nice or whatever. Because if we're out and we're dressed up, we look nice because we made an effort. And we appreciate it when men, or hell, even women, a fellow female comes and tells you you look nice. So I'm trying to encourage you because I feel like men are scared of rejection, but let me tell you, the world is full of rejection. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try. And I will say that most women, they're not going to growl at you for telling them that they look nice or saying hi. I'm not saying none of them will, but let's be honest. If you say hi, you look nice to a woman, she growls at you, she did you a favor by showing you the crazy up front. Because that could be 6 months down the line and then you see that crazy monster. I'm just saying. I mean, she could just be having a bad day, but if she's going to be rude about you telling her she looks nice, she's probably not a nice person. So just leave that one be. But for the rest of us, we appreciate a respectful man coming over and saying hi. And if we show signs of not being interested, no sweat off your nose. Keep it moving. It's not that serious. But on the other hand, you guys could really connect and be on a date next week. So I say all that to say this. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you see that beautiful woman, go take your shot. Go take it. She's over there waiting for you to tell her how beautiful she looks tonight, okay? Go forth, be bold, and flirt. And come say hi. Just say hi, wave, smile. It all works.
The truth is, men didn't change overnight. They just evolved. They saw through the manipulation, the contradictions, I want a traditional man, but I won't be a traditional woman logic. And they opted out. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. Because a man who can walk away is a man who can't be controlled. And that's exactly what's making modern women spiral.
A lot of pretty girls will never get married. They'll have a lot of boyfriends throughout their entire life, but they'll never get a husband. Do you know why? Because they're not respectful. And if you're thinking, oh, if they're not respectful, how do they even get boyfriends? Well, boyfriends are only there for one thing. They get it, and then they go. Whereas a husband wants a respectful wife. So if you're single, and you're the prettiest girl you know, and you think every other girl is ugly, and yet these ugly girls are getting married, and you're not, chances are, those ugly girls are respectful, and...
So when you see another viral clip of a woman crying, saying she can't find a good man, understand this. The good men didn't disappear. They just stopped playing the fool. They flipped the script. And now, they're finally free. This has been Manosphere Daily, where truth cuts deeper than comfort. If you're a man who's flipped the script too, hit like, subscribe, and comment my piece, her drama. Because in 2025, the most dangerous man is the one who no longer chases.
research for you. So a third of men, 33%, a little over a third, of men between the ages of 18 and 29 are not only single, but they're not actively looking for a partner. The same study said that by the year 2030, that 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single. So I've got a question for the men, because I see it all the time in my comments. Most of my comments are filled with guys saying we're done. We're not looking, we like our peace. I need some more talk from you guys. Tell me why you're done.
This has everything to do with a man's desire for peace. Because men are expected to give within a relationship. But then the second that he needs something or he's vulnerable, he's made to feel weak. And instead of finding out that he does have a ride or die kind of woman, he finds out that he really just has a woman that was only there for what he provided to her. And that hurts, leaving men to only want to put that effort into themselves. And instead creating a life that is full and peaceful on their own.
Today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.